There's one game that has got me more excited than any other during the recent Summer Games Fest and E3, and that is Starfield. This highly anticipated next generation RPG created by the makers of Fallout and Skyrim, Bethesda, has finally had the release date announced, and we are set to enter the Constellation in November 2022. It's specifically going to harness the power of next gen and will be built in the new Creation Engine 2, offering unrivaled graphical potential as stated by the dev team. Whether you're a long-time veteran of Bethesda game franchises or are newly intrigued by Starfield's potential, let's take a journey through space as we go through everything you may have missed from the recent revealed trailers. Remember to please subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it, especially if you're looking forward to more information on Starfield. There's very little known about Starfield other than it being an RPG 25 years in the making, set amongst the stars where you can create any character you want and explore with unparalleled freedom. During the mini ViDoc Into the Starfield, the journey begins, we are shown a series of behind the scenes concept art and sketches. In particular, you can see 3 spacesuits that appear to show a degree of customization we may come to expect in the final game. They all seem to have a rugged space outpost aesthetic, utilising the standard life support equipment we are used to seeing from modern day space exploration. Although the game is a sci-fi RPG, it is set to be rooted in a modern day aesthetic too, so it's likely we'll see familiar styles with a twist throughout the game. The first suit though looks kind of basic, with a base suit and helmet with not many extras shown. However, as you look closely at the second suit, there appears to have been a substantial amount of upgrades and additions to it. We can clearly see numerous extra canisters as well as an upgrade to the life support. There's a lot more kit visible, which you could imagine would go a long way with helping you explore areas further away from your settlement or spaceship. However, it's definitely more functional of a form, which is where the final sketch comes in. It too appears to have some further functional upgrades over the second image, but this time we're seeing more customization in terms of the outfit. There's an upgrade to the helmet and visor, as well as a cloak covering the main body of the suit. Likewise, the lower half also covers up the Explorer kit too. There's also a white skull decal on the back of the life support system, which could be just further customization or a hint at possible factions in Starfield. Do these images hint at an armor upgrade and progression system, or are they simply different purchasable cosmetic sets from vendors in the game, or an in-game storefront which offer the different types of gear from various outposts? This level of customization is going to be huge in an RPG, so I'd expect we're going to learn a lot more about it in the near future. Moving on to the official teaser trailer, there's a ton to break down and look at here. First up though, we're going to get a look at what appears to be a weapon. It's very futuristic in style, and I quite frankly love the look of it. It has a digital display on the stock of the weapon, possibly indicating the ammo capacity, as well as a yellow warning caution sign. You can't tell if it's an energy based weapon or just a standard rifle using bullets. It could possibly not even be a weapon at all, maybe it's a scanning tool or a device. In the same scene you can also see a canister too. Given its place next to what we think is a weapon, it could be a grenade of some sort, be it a flashbang or smoke grenade. Alternatively, it could again be more focused on exploration, and it could quite simply be a high powered binocular or storage device. Either way, these are incredibly cool looking and I can't wait to know more. Next, we get a further look on the inside of the spaceship looking at this storage area. The black helmet has a sticker on it saying do not use. If you look closely though, you can see exactly why you wouldn't want to use it, as it clearly has a bullet hole impacting on the top of the visor. This leans back into the previous point and the possibility that we are going to be getting weapons and combat in Starfield. There's a Constellation Spacefarer's Guidebook again pushing out the Space Force that we are likely to be a part of for starters, but there's also a storage box at the front of this too. This box links back to a shot during the Journey Begins ViDoc, which shows the same box but in real life at the studio, which opens up to show a Constellation badge and a themed watch. There's also a mug, logbook and pen shown in this hub area of the spaceship. I highly expect these to be part of the collector's edition version of the game once more details are announced, so keep an eye out for that if that's something that tickles your fancy. Moving on to the next scene, we get a look at some of the quirkiness inside the spaceship. The wall is full of memorabilia with postcards and patches from what could be other space forces, but it's the mirror that really caught my eye. It's being used as either a notepad by teammates or a memory board for the player, which notes about the spaceship and engine details and to remember to upgrade the reactor. Again, further hints as to the level of customization you'll be able to get involved with on the spaceship itself. There's a warning about a particular security force not having a sense of humour too. Is this a look at possible dialogue interaction and options you may have as you explore the stars? Lastly, there's a warning for Vasco that the tea supply has run out and not to get decaf. I'm glad to know that caffeine is still the king in space. Finally, we get this rather magnificent view of the cockpit, which is in super high detail with a ton of buttons and switches to use. Hopefully, a fraction of these will be usable and have some usage in the game. Put that aside though, and the eagle-eyed of you out there might have noticed a robot walking outside on the planet's surface. It even gives a cheeky wave as it passes on by. I'm not sure if these are going to be automated or if these are going to be some sort of companion AI you can choose to activate at outposts as you explore planets. Either way, it could be quite easily be another layer of customization in Starfield. This scene ends with a glorious view of the planet's surface with the spaceship in the foreground, aptly named Frontier. Going back to the ViDoc, we get a look at the pure scale and scope of Starfield. There's a city set amongst an outcrop of a rocky canyon, multiplayer cave exploration, a space warehouse and a swamp. This bubble city set over an ocean looks truly fantastic. It definitely has spaceport vibes with the tanker vessels floating nearby. Whereas the last screenshot harkens back to the rugged explorer armour we highlighted at the start of the video, with the village outpost situated on a cold barren mountainside. And as we end through these final shots from the teaser trailer, all I can say is wow. This game looks to be quite the spectacle, and I'm all for some deep space exploration rooted in a modern day style with a sci-fi story. Starfield is set for release on Xbox, PC and day one on Game Pass on the 11th of November 2022. There's still a number of gaming events to come throughout the year, and I highly expect Starfield to be at the forefront of everyone's minds, itching for more information, screenshots and gameplay as we edge closer to the release date. I'm planning on covering all of it right here, so stick around and let's go on this journey together. If you want to talk more about Starfield, there's a link to my Discord channel below. It's only small, but we'll figure it out, and I'd love to speak with you and see you there. Let me know in the comments what you hope to get to see from Bethesda with this brand new IP. Do you want unlimited exploration, space combat, cosmetics, all of it? Let me know. There's more to come here on the channel, so please stand by.